Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to a Capital Hungry webinar analysis. This is not any analysis on our usual trading instruments. This is actually going to be an analysis on a potential investment opportunity or investment risk, as this is a very new platform that is coming to the scene, combining a few technologies and a few ideas. We are going to be openly discussing both the risks and the rewards, any projections we can see for this platform, if it can be something great in the future, if it takes the right steps and route, or if it could be something that could be a huge flop or scam like BitConnect. If you guys remember BitConnect. So we're going to start off by reading through the white paper of BitClout itself, from the creators, from their developers, from the business owners of BitClout. We're going to dissect this like we're reading it as a law paper. We're going to be reading this like a lawyer, word by word, dissecting every single thing and seeing what the business idea is, purpose, goals, and the potential risk versus reward for a long-term investment on this platform if it does show us that potential. So just give me a couple minutes here, just grabbing a quick glass of water, and then we're going to start dissecting. This whole white paper. We'll go through it from start to finish. Then we'll go look at the actual platform itself, and then we'll do an open discussion of what people think about this, of how it could escalate in the future. Because I have a lot of potential projections for this. You know what I mean? Of like, we're gonna be talking about a lot of shit. All right, just let me go grab a glass of water. You guys go grab your drinks and snacks. This webinar might be an hour long, and we're gonna be identifying, is this the next big platform or is this the next big scam, and how we can dissect that using some logical decision making. You know what I mean? And some logical dissection. But yeah, just give me 2 minutes here. All right, let's get into it. So right off the bat, let's start out with the name, BitClout. Obviously, we understand that this is going to be a type of social media platform and social network. So the name itself is already a good play on words, as it's already taking advantage of the popularity that comes along with Bitcoin and the new social media wave surrounding clout. Right? We know that nowadays people do anything for clout. They'll prank people, make videos, go to extremes to get a little bit of attention, influence, and clout on the internet, right? So far, just with the name, in my opinion, from a marketing standpoint, when you're bringing together a social media platform and alongside on a blockchain supported platform and combining cryptocurrencies with it, I feel the name is very good. They did come up with a good name of combining clout and those Bitcoin aspects. But let's dig into it a bit deeper here. So BitClout is the new type of social network. So we understand that it is going to be a social media type of platform, and that is what is supporting this. So this is another positive so far, as long as it continues to stay on this route. We have to understand right now that BitClout is trying to generate awareness, liquidity, and attention around the idea of creating a social network that is securely built ground up on a blockchain. So there's already a positive here in the sense that it's not just like any other alternative coin that doesn't have an idea or ideology backing it. Any of us could go any of us could really find some support or find a bit of following and create any Joe Blow coin. I could make a Jeeve coin tomorrow. But what is supporting that coin? What is the technology that this coin is going to help to innovate, or the platform that it's going to help to innovate, right? For example, when you look at something like XRP's Ripple, this coin or this alternative crypto is meant to help replace Swift international money transfer between global banks. It's supposed to be a cheaper, faster, more efficient alternative to Swift money transfers, right? So it has a purpose. There's also other certain altcoins out there that are connected directly to a certain video game platform or a certain streaming service. So it has a connection or purpose there, right? Whenever I see a coin come out, I always want to know what the business behind the coin is or what the purpose of that coin is. So even though this could end up being a big scam, as we're just going through the white paper right now, we have to understand that at least there is an ideology of what BitClout is and what it's supporting. It's a social network platform. It's innovating the social network space potentially. All right. So this lets you speculate on people and posts with real money. So let's compare this to like Instagram. The same way somebody would be posting content on Instagram or Facebook and getting likes and increasing their clout, exposure, and attention on the space, and potentially getting more likes on their post day after day, potentially getting an increase in followers, potentially getting that verified check mark, becoming a professional content creator, whatever it may be. Up to this point, all of this has been based on a social grading from person to person that really does not yet have any real world value. What I mean by that is the value from something like Instagram or something like Facebook comes if you have a big enough following where these other various external businesses such as marketing companies, advertisers, different products might come to you for brand deals or partnerships. You can't directly I know you sort of can buy and sell followers, but I'm talking about like in the mainstream media, you can't go to your local store and say, "Hey, I got 10,000 followers, give me this bread." You get what I'm saying? It's all been sort of trapped in this social spectrum where all the speculation on people's influence and growth is dictated by a person's opinion, a like, a dislike, a follow, or an unfollow. The more likes someone has, the more followers someone has, the larger their influence is, and that's how it's graded, right? This is converting that same principle, but taking it into real money here, right? So now they're trying to make it like you are investing in an influencer's growth or in an influencer's status, right? So that is interesting in itself. And from a security standpoint, it is on its own custom blockchain. All right. Now, so far, and we have to understand and take this with a grain of salt. This white paper we are reading right now, we have to be very objective because it's coming from the creators, right? Just like if you were a creator of a new business or an innovative idea, you're going to try to sell it as best as possible. You're going to try to highlight the best points. After we read this, we're going to have to deduct the risks and disadvantages ourselves in our open discussion. Right now, we are objectively reading this white paper from BitClout itself and analyzing the information they are giving us, okay? So it's meant to be a more... Okay, so its architecture is similar to Bitcoin, like we were talking about with the name, the cryptocurrency, and the blockchain applications. Only it can support complex social network data like posts, profiles, speculation features. We're gonna have to see what makes this complex, because right now there's nothing complex about that. All social media platforms allow you to do this stuff, right? So there's nothing complex about that. At a much more significant, higher throughput and scale. Right now, this is also false. There's not a higher throughput or scale of where you can post on BitClout versus Twitter or versus like Instagram. There's actually because BitClout is actually so new. It's actually there's actually a time limit between posts and everything as they're starting to increase their servers and actually get more awareness. But anyways, BitClout is a fully open source project. There's no company behind it, just the coins and code. This is false. There are developers behind BitClout. There are people who are initially invested in this, who have grown the platform. So that's a bit of a lie, trying to make it seem like it's a big free open platform, like you're safe here. You know what I mean? This is a bit of a lie. There are certain individuals where BitClout becomes huge. They will be profiting massively, as they were the ones who were probably developing the code behind it, the project ideas. You guys get what I'm saying. So this is a bit of a fucking white lie there. So right from here, what can we deduct? Let's think about it like this. You guys know how China is doing a lot of this social grading, where potentially in the future there's going to be a lot of automatic social grading, or just grading a person based on their income level, their social status, their different variables. This is almost very similar to that, right? Now, instead of influencers getting graded or getting judged based on how many likes or followings they are getting, now you are actually having real world people invest into their growth. Think about as soon as anybody makes a page, like how I made a page, right? Your value is going to be dependent on who invests into you and who follows you as well. Just like those Black Mirror episodes, etc. So think about every single page that gets created is like a brand new business with a stock value of 0. Or even a stock value of $1, base $1, you can say. Right? Your business's stock value is only going to increase if people buy into it. That's why you have a certain amount of coins in circulation, just like there's a certain amount of stocks in circulation. You have a certain market cap depending on how many people have invested into you and the amount of money they have put into you. So think about every single influencer. As soon as they make a profile on this website, it ends up being like they are creating a stock for themselves. They are now putting themselves on the social media stock market. Let's picture BitClout as a social media stock market. Is that easier to visualize for people when you're also looking at this first definition? What BitClout is doing is monetizing clout. Influence, clout, attention is being now monetized into this type of platform. This is really becoming a social media stock exchange, a social media stock market. The one thing is though, just like the stock market, it's not just dependent on a business's growth, their numbers, or anything like that. There can be a lot of hype, there can be a lot of external factors involved, meaning you could have someone like me who is consistently using this platform for years or weeks or months and posting value, posting content, and continuing to grow, but my value might increase a lot slower compared to a famous celebrity or influencer, right? An example of this is, let's look at car companies in the real world stock market, and let's look at the difference between the value of Volkswagen. If you guys go look at Volkswagen stock price. Volkswagen company stock price is around $241 a stock. Volkswagen is one of the leading auto manufacturers in the world. You know how many brands are under Volkswagen? You know how much history they have? how much consistency they have had within the vehicle manufacturing business, but their stock price is not related to that history. It's not related to that. When you go to something like Tesla, which is much newer, right? Tesla does not nearly sell as many cars as Volkswagen. Tesla does not have as much history as Volkswagen, but due to the innovations, the hype, the influence of Elon Musk and the company Tesla, there has been a mass amount of investors that pool their money into the potential future that Tesla may bring. Do you understand? So your value on BitClout is not going to be directly correlated. Your coin price on BitClout is not going to be directly correlated to your value. There are tons and tons of factors. There could be pump and dump schemes. It could be based on popularity. It could be based on influence. It could be based on certain social trends. If there's a certain social trend that comes in the future and individuals are taking advantage of that, they might grow a following just by jumping on that trend, jumping on that bandwagon, right? So that's why I mean you have to visualize BitClout as a social media stock market. That's how I'm visualizing it, and it's helping me dissect it a lot easier and understand the business potential and how they're combining investment and real money value to social media clout and influence. Right? So, let's continue. So, just to quickly review, social network, and it's the monetization of influence and clout on a direct basis. Right now, clout is monetized in, I would say, 2 or 3 steps, right? So the first step is you have to get your following, right? And you have to increase your following. Your second step is then companies outside of the platform, like companies outside of Instagram, outside of Facebook, they have to approach you for different brand deals or partnerships. Like if you're a big makeup influencer, or let's say you're a big gym influencer, right? You have to first grow your following as a gym influencer. Then you have to have these different companies in the fitness industry, like these supplement companies or these fitness clothing companies, contact you, which are outside parties of the platform itself. And then once you sign those deals, you monetize, right? I see BitClout as sort of trying to cut out that middle portion and have all the monetization, all the partnerships, all the potential investing, all the potential growth on the one platform. So far, that's what I'm seeing it as, right? And don't start investing in anybody's BitClout yet, because not all of those celebrity profiles you guys are seeing are them. All right? We're going to be talking about the risks, the rewards, the downsides, and the upsides. We're just going through the paper for now. All right, so now BitClout itself. BitClout is the actual platform, social media platform itself. The BitClout token is the blockchain. BitClout blockchain has its own native cryptocurrency called BitClout. I call it the BitClout token just to separate it. It gets very confusing when the platform has the same name as the token itself. I call the actual currency they're using the BitClout token. You know what I mean? You guys can call it whatever you want. I think they might call it that too in some places. But anyways, you can do all sorts of things using this BitClout token. But for those of you who have not signed up yet, this is a one-way street right now. This BitClout token is not listed on any medium or exchange. This is a one-way street, and this company, or this, what I know they're not saying they're a company, this movement, BitClout, right? It is currently like in a fundraiser status. Think about a new innovative company that has an app idea that can really change the space, but they don't have the liquidity or the capital to do it yet. That's the stage that these guys are in. Right now, when you invest into BitClout and you convert your real money into Bitcoin and then Bitcoin into the BitClout token, that's how it goes so far, right? You either take your Bitcoin. This is what they're not telling you. I'm going to tell you guys the good and bad. This is what they're not telling you yet. You take your BTC and you convert it to this BitClout token, right? Or you take your money, cash, and you convert it to BTC and you convert it to this token. It could either be a 2-step process or a 3-step process, right? But you cannot back out. As soon as you sign up on this platform and you convert Bitcoin into BitClout, because BitClout token has not been yet listed on any medium exchange or liquidity feeds, you cannot cash out right now. Do you guys understand? It is a one-way street. Right now, this company is in the stage, this movement, this platform is in the stage of generating awareness, generating liquidity, so they can do an ICO and say, hey, this is our idea. Look at this. Can you guys see this? This is this 151, 158 BitClout token price, right? Right here. This is a bit, in my sense, this is a bit of, what can you call this? This is a bit of false advertising. You know why it's false advertising? Because this is a guesstimated price based on how many users they have now, based on the fact that they've already collected $170 million in investments from venture capitalists and from these various people who are buying into it. Like, this guy's coin is worth $687. And this girl's coin's worth $100. This guy's coin's worth $28,000. Right? Right now, it is guesstimated that if they were to do an ICO, if they were to list this coin on an exchange and get that support, BitClout token would be listed at $160 USD per coin. This is a guesstimate. It is not currently on any exchange. You cannot take your BitClouts if you have bought them and sell them for cash or sell them back for Bitcoin. Please understand that for now. This is a bit misleading because it is not 158 USD per coin because you cannot exchange it back to US dollars yet. Right? Even when I go to my page, or how do I go to my profile? Even when I go to my profile, you can see that based on people who have bought into me, my coin is already on this. My creator coin, Capital Hungry creator coin, is already at $107 because people followed it, bought into it, and I'm posting headlines and whatever it may be. All right. But you guys have to understand, this is what risk and reward is. I understand that a lot of you guys are saying, oh, this is a scam right now because you're seeing that. But did you guys call Instagram a scam when they were looking for venture capitalists to invest? The developers of IG, the developers of Uber, the developers of Skip the Dishes, the developers of XRP Ripple. Every single technology that has come out in the last 10 to 15 years has not been self-sufficient. They have had investors come into them. You know what I mean? Everything starts out with an idea. The idea goes to these venture capitalists and people who have money, or fundraising happens, and then they have enough capital and resources to execute and create this billion-dollar platform. So I'm being just as objective as you guys. I'm being sorry to fuck with you guys. I'm being 10 times more logical and 10 times more dissective than you fuckers are. All right, let's be real. That's why I'm doing the webinar. You know what I mean? So I'm being objective enough to understand that all businesses, all technology innovations, and a lot of these mainstream apps that you guys are using now started at the same point. They started out in developing stages. They started out by gaining awareness and exposure first, then by gaining investors, then by having the fundraising, and then by execution. This is the life cycle of a business, product, service. You understand? Mr. Flair, no, not everyone has a coin. Everyone's coin is going to be listed as a creator coin on the BitClout platform. So let's continue to read, right? Yeah, this could be, we're going to be talking about everything, risks, rewards, don't worry about that. So another potential, where the hell that shit go with this epic pen shit? Okay. Okay, something else we want to keep a note on is this. So this is all, this decentralized exchange, everything. Mr. Flair, can you relax, you fucking retard? I know you're not the smartest guy, probably, you know what I mean? Because let's be real, Mr. Flair. You're working a minimum wage job. We know you're not doing any investments. You're too scared to do anything. How about we take this sentence by sentence? Right? That's what a creator coin is. Everyone has a coin on the platform. Just like you would have followers on Instagram, but you probably have 5 followers. Nobody knows you exist. You know what I mean? So everybody has a coin, but not everybody's coin is going to have value. Just like everybody has an Instagram page, but nobody knows your page exists with 10 fucking followers. You know what I mean? So let's take it step by step. Cool down, bro. I'm tired of these retards. Anyways. What we want to focus on is this as well. BitClout, this BitClout will stay naturally scarce. It will have a long-term less supply than Bitcoin itself. All right? No, I'm not going to ignore the chat because we're having an open discussion about this stuff. But, like, I don't want, like, retards commenting. You know what I mean? Who are, like, who don't even do shit in their real life. So, like, yeah. I want people who are bringing some actual information to the table, asking questions, sharing ideas. Not being like, oh, fuck this shit, bro. As he's probably chugging a beer in his fucking basement, sitting in his Fruit of Looms. But anyways, this is very important. This is very important, that the maximum supply, that there will be a maximum supply of the BitClout token, which is going to be less than Bitcoin, meaning there will be a natural scarcity to this token. If it eventually does get listed, then there will be some scarcity with this token. Now, let's look at this portion, which is really confusing everybody. And a lot of the misleading information they are sending with all of the influencers. Okay? Let's look at this. There's some, right here in this creator coin section, there's some good, and there's also some misleading information here as well, that a lot of people aren't noticing who are signing up without reading this information. Okay? Everyone on the platform gets their own coin. Everyone on the platform gets their own coin. Let's visualize this as everybody on IG gets their own profile. Everybody on Twitter gets their own profile. These profiles you can unfollow, you can follow, you can block, you can ignore. Just like these coins, think about the coin as the representation of your now social media influencer profile. It's nothing different. Before, people used to follow and unfollow you, block you, like your posts, unlike them. Now they're going to be buying and selling you. Think about this whole platform as a social media stock market. Understand? Your coin is created by simply creating the profile. Read the words. The price of each coin goes up as people buy it, or when people, or obviously, and they go down when they sell it. Just like your follower count will go up the more people fucking follow you. You know what I mean? So please read this. They are trying to monetize clout. It's no longer profiles. It's your own creator coin. Before, it used to be creator profile, creator content. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? This platform is trying to reshape that space and make it completely a one-to-one business transaction and monetization of influence and clout. The downsides so far are that that BitClout token is not listed on any exchange. You cannot sell BitClout for cash or back to Bitcoin yet. That is something that is going to come after the ICO. All right? So now, as soon as you make your profile, a coin for you automatically gets created. Now, this coin, if you want to make sense of it even easier, think about it like Jeevan makes a profile. Now the Jeevan coin is created. Think about it as the Jeevan stock. Just like Amazon has its stock and stock value, Walmart has a stock price and value. As soon as an influencer creates their profile and gets their coin, it is like a stock that other people can now invest in. And the thing is, unlike followers where one person can only give you one follow, right? One person can only give you one follow. Here, you could have people paying a significant amount into your investment, into your growth. Right? So there's gonna be a lot of ups and downs with this. You're gonna see a lot of potential pump and dump schemes. You can see like potential streamers saying, "Hey, let's make a profile quick and pump the." Like you could see a streamer on Twitch or like YouTube who has like 50,000 following saying, "Hey guys, I'm about to make a profile right now. Let's pump this shit." You know what I mean? And then then they'll dump it later. There could be just like the stock market. The same type of manipulation and risks that you will find on the stock market, you're gonna now find on this platform. Exploiting low market cap stocks, pumping and dumping stocks. You know what I mean? Manipulation of price based on a person's based on a person's market cap. Meaning, let's say there's a person. That's a good question, Abdullah. Everyone's coin is not getting listed on liquidity feeds. Only this BitClout coin will. So people will be able to sell their creator coin or cash out their creator coin for BitClout, which BitClout will have a set price on a liquidity feed or on an exchange. So let's say you have 70,000 so let's put it in some math, all right? Let's say BitClout is worth $100 a coin, and it gets officially listed on some medium or exchanges, right? Let's say you have 1,000 creator coins. I don't know how the creator coins are graded just yet, okay? But let's say every 500 creator coins, equals 2 BitClout when you exchange it out, right? So 500 creator coins equals 2 BitClout, right? As soon as you exchange your creator coins or cash out of your stock into this BitClout, you sell your 1,000 creator coins, you get 4 BitClout. Now, when you want to sell your 4 BitClout, you get $400 in real world money or in Bitcoin value or whatever it may be. It's going to go from creator coin and individual stock price of the influencer to the BitClout exchange, then to the cash. And now, let's look at an example here, guys. I'm going to show you guys. What do I got going on? Nope, that's Attack on Titan. Sorry, guys, wrong tab. Okay, here. Let's go back to the main page here. I'll show you guys, all right? I'm going to show you guys like this. Let's go to Chamath's page. And this is keep an eye on this. You guys see all these influencers where their coin is $42,000 a creator coin price? You guys see all this? All these influencers, right? This is misleading. Take a visual image of this. Only the people with blue check marks are the actual influencer. Everybody else is a preloaded profile that they have not claimed yet. Elon Musk is not actually using this platform yet. But anyways, Chumeth, this is holder of Chumeth's coin. You guys know Chumeth, right? People have invested 4 million real US dollars into Chumeth coin. What people did is, I'll tell you guys the step by step. First, they converted Bitcoin into BitClout, real world dollars. Then they invested that money into an influencer. 4 million real US dollars is locked into Chumeth coin, right? With the total amount of investors, the entire market cap of Chumeth coin is $12 million. But look at this. Some of these investors, they own more market cap than other investors. So just like a stock market, you have certain whales. If this guy Happy Penguin was to completely cash out his 37 coins out of the 300 total coins, it would significantly drop the value of Chumeth's coin price. Just like a stock and a whale cashing out of a stock. Do you guys understand? It's really fucking interesting for anybody who's in finance. So it's not like you're buying one Chumeth coin. You could have people who are buying 80 Chumeth coins, and they could have a $3.4 million shareholder stake in this entire market cap. This guy has like 40%. This guy has like 30% of the market share in Chumeth's coin. If he wants to cash out and take his BitClout back, it will completely drop the price of Chumeth coin. You could also chart this information. If you wanted to chart Chumeth's coin based with the date at the bottom and the value on the left or right hand side, you could chart the movement of the Chumeth coin. Do you guys understand? That's why I'm telling you guys, visualize this as a social media stock market. It's the easiest way to visualize it. Yeah, look at Raja. Raja's is Raja Banks, right? Let's see it. Raja already has like a fucking Raja already has a 24K market cap, and he's already doing what I'm doing of actually using this as a social media platform, right? But let's click, this is his post. Click his creator coin here. So Raja's stock has a total of 37 stocks in circulation at $650 a stock price right now, with a total market cap of $25,000. Raja himself has 7 coins held, and he controls $4,000 of the market cap. This guy Josh, my buddy Josh, Raja and I's friend Josh, ATM Business Kashak, check him out as well. He also invested into Raja's growth, and he owns 6 coins. These guys up here who own 5-6 coins out of the 37 in circulation, they can move the market on the Raja coin price compared to the guys who have 0.001, 0.0. These guys aren't market movers. Do you guys get what I'm saying? In the Raja stock chart, if you were to map out the Raja stock chart, and if CashX was to completely cash out his $4,000 market share, this would significantly drop the coin price, just like a stock market. And you would see the market cap drop as well, because that person is cashing out everything. Do you guys get what I'm saying? When you look at someone like Elon Musk, yes, as if an influencer's coin is at $100, you could currently buy 50 coins at $100, and it will create the supply and demand for it. You know what I mean? But as soon as it starts to increase, like right now, there are people who are buying the Elon Musk's coin for fucking $90,000 for one coin. People have paid $90,000 for one coin. There are people out. This guy Happy Penguin, who's also in Chumeth's fund. You know that guy Happy Penguin? This guy's a market mover for Elon Musk and for Chumeth. He's also a big coin holder in Chumeth's here. Happy Penguin. Let's keep... Guys, remember this Happy Penguin guy. Right? Exactly. There is no cash out feature yet. You can cash out this and have more BitClout. But what they're trying to do right now is generate liquidity and awareness so they can say, hey, we have so many users involved. They can say, hey, no, this guy is not rich at all right now. He has 0 real world dollars right now. He invested a shit ton of real world money, but until this BitClout gets listed on an exchange, he doesn't have any money yet. This BitClout token is not listed on an exchange yet. He can't take his $1.6 million in BitClout and pull it out for cash or Bitcoin yet. All these people are locked in. All right? All these people are locked in right now. BitClout is in the... Remember what I told you guys? BitClout, just like when Instagram was first developing, just like when Facebook was first developing, they are in the raising awareness and money stage. Right now, they have raised over $180 million in liquidity. As soon as they get liquidity providers to back them, and as soon as they list as soon as this gets listed, this is their guesstimation. The BitClout platform is estimating that with the amount of users they have, the amount of money they have raised, the amount of influence they have, and the amount of celebrities and influencers that are on the platform, as soon as they go live on any exchange, BitClout token will be worth $158 per coin. Okay? So that's why I'm saying, when you're looking at these individuals, visualize this whole platform as social media stock market. I have to tell you guys, just from that perspective, this is an extremely, extremely interesting idea. Very attractive business idea as well. You can see a shit ton of money getting pooled into this. You're also going to see just as much manipulation, just as much corruption, just as much greed as you've seen on the stock markets and real world financial markets. You have to understand that risk and downside as well. There's no difference to this than the stock market, except instead of companies, now you're investing in influencers and people. They have monetized clout. It's extremely interesting. You guys have to agree with that. The idea, the concept, the market cap, the financials behind it of how it's like the stock market is extremely interesting. You know what I mean? But it is not 100% official yet because BitClout token is not listed on any exchange yet. As soon as BitClout is listed on an exchange where it has liquidity providers behind them, where it can be actively traded or exchanged for US dollars or back to Bitcoin, then this fucking Happy Penguin guy, let's see this guy. This guy's gonna be rich. Right? He even said he's a whale. This guy's a whale. This guy's a whale. Happy Penguin's a whale. He knows he's a whale. Right? But none of these guys can cash out right now. Right now, it is a one-way street. You take your Bitcoin, you take your cash, you exchange it to BTC, and then you exchange it to BitClout. BCT, BitClout token, we're going to call it. Right now, it's a one-way street. Once you're here, you cannot go back here or back here yet. It's not like Bitcoin, it's not like Ripple, it's not like Ethereum yet. This is not listed on any exchange. But the idea and the concept of what is supporting this cryptocurrency is very interesting. I just drew that in the shittiest place of the screen. You guys can't even see it, but you guys get the idea. I drew it where the fucking cover is, but you guys get the idea. You know what I mean? I deposited it like $500 for a long-term investment. I guess you could sell it to a person in cash if that person is interested in buying this, but it's very rare. I'm talking about in mainstream media. Right now, you go from cash to Bitcoin. then to this, BITCLOUT. We're going to call BITCLOUT BCT. BITCLOUT token. Right? You can't go back from here to here or from here to here. This does not exist yet. It's a waiting game right now. This is a long-term investment for these guys like Chumeth, these guys like Happy Penguin, right? And now I'm going to show you guys something else that's very misleading, but that's also an extremely good marketing tactic. Here. We're going to continue with the white paper. Read this. Profiles for the top 15,000 influencers from Twitter have been preloaded into the platform. Meaning you can buy or sell their coins even though they're not on the platform yet. This is very misleading. This is very, very misleading when you look at the top weekly creators. Only the guys with the blue check mark are the guys that have come onto this platform and said, yes, I'm going to use it. Elon Musk, Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, these guys are not on this platform yet. It's very misleading. Only the guys you see with the blue check mark, they're on the platform. Like Donald Trump, even though his coin is at $13,300, he is not actively on this platform. He has not verified himself on this platform. Only people with a blue check mark. 15,000 preloaded profiles have been loaded from Twitter. It's very misleading, but it's also a very strong marketing tactic to get people involved. People look at this list, and if you're a daily retard, right, you're just gonna see this list and go back to the page and go, whoa, Elon Musk is here, Mr. Beast is here, Logan Paul, Ariana Grande, Katy Perry. All these people are trusting it. I'll use it too. You get what I'm saying? That's why it's misleading, but it is a marketing tactic, the way that they have it posted here. If they were being ethically correct and morally correct, they would only be showing the people with check marks here who are actively using their profile. You know what I mean? In my opinion, if they were following true ethics and moral code, they would only be showing the people who are actively using the profile. And 15,000 profiles have been used. Anybody who is here, even if I could claim this, if I could prove that I own the Elon Musk Twitter page, I could claim this. Are you Elon Musk on Twitter? Claim this profile. Understand? So far, from what we are discussing so far, let's list out some of the positives. Some of the positives, it's combining cryptocurrency, blockchain, and social media. Another positive is it's literally monetizing clout, and it's cutting out the middleman. Another positive is it does have a lot of potential for growth in the future. Another positive is that it's getting hundreds of millions of dollars in investments and getting a lot of attention now. All right? Now, let's list out some of the negatives so far. Once you invest into the BITCLOUT platform, so far, you cannot cash out. You cannot convert your BITCLOUT back to Bitcoin or back to cash. Another negative that's continuing on with that is that this BITCLOUT token is not listed on any medium or exchange yet. Another negative point is that this top weekly creators is very misleading. Literally 90% of the creators on this list aren't even using this platform. Only Chumeth is, and I don't even know who the fuck Diamond Hands is, but he's using it as well. I think that's the GameStop guy, if I'm not mistaken. Is that the GameStop guy? The Wall Street Bets guy? Obviously, the Wall Street Bets guy is trying to pump and dump this. No, there's no way. You can only move around your BITCLOUT token within this platform, meaning investing in an influencer, cashing out, going to move that money into another influencer. You get what I'm saying? right now that you can only take your BitClout token and move it around within this platform from cashing out to an influencer and moving it to another influencer, holding it within your own, just holding it within your BitClout wallet. That is one of the negatives. All right? So those are the positives and negatives so far, that just from what's actively happening right now that I can decipher. I'm not talking about the potential future risks and anything like that. Oh yeah, another negative and another positive is that this is like a social media stock market, meaning there's the potential to earn profit and make money on this platform. But there's also a negative, because having a stock market like that, we know, is a double-edged sword. A double-sided sword, double-edged sword, whatever the fuck that saying is, right? Meaning, just as much as there's potential for reward in the markets, there's potential for risk. So a positive is the fact that this is like a social media stock market that now has the potential for people to earn money based on investing on influencers once BitClout does become on a medium or exchange or does its ICO. But a negative is, just like the stock market, there's going to be a ton of greed, corruption, and manipulation involved by the bigger players who have been in early. Right? So that's another positive and negative that we have to list off. Let's continue back to the white paper, guys. All right, so everybody, the first page, we all understand this. We're only on page 1. I'm going to start zooming through the other pages because we're starting to get the idea. You guys get what I'm saying? I feel like I've given you guys good information and good definitions and good comparisons of how to understand this platform and even the stage that it's at. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say it's more risky than the stock market. It's not as risky as a stock. It's just as risky as a stock market. Anything can impact a stock price as well. It's the financial markets are the most corrupt, greedy, fucking evil place in the world. You know what I mean? So this is going to be no different. It's just combining social media and that financial influence side, right? If you trade the markets and you don't think you're trading the most corrupt, evil things in the world, you're fucking lost. The markets are extremely corrupt, extremely manipulated, like controlled by the 1%. We understand this shit. You guys seen all my webinars and rants. You know what I mean? So this will be just as manipulated and just as a stock market. If you want to get involved in it, it's up to you. Just like there's so many people who are scared to invest in the stock market still to this day, and then there's people making millions of dollars in the stock market, right? There's people to this day who say, "Nah, it's a scam. It's only it's only if you're rich. You can't make money in it. No, there's no point." And then you see guys every day making hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, millions of dollars. You know what I mean? This is a social media stock market. All right, let's go to the next page. So all creators have coins. We've already gone through this, but we have to understand that we've already gone through this part too. That this I understand your concern, Mr. or MRLE Beats. I agree with you. We are in the stage of this platform where it could very much well be a fundraiser scheme and they could vanish. But we have to understand that Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Tinder, Uber Eats, Uber itself, all these other platforms could have done that same thing too. You understand? Every single business, every single app you're using on your phone has gone through this same process of starting out with an idea, of developing that idea, of getting awareness, of getting investors, and then expanding it into a billion-dollar platform. But just because of human greed, there are certain individuals who take advantage of the short-term money, and all that fundraiser money they get, and they vanish and they scam people. But then there's people who look at the long-term vision and the potential billion-dollar picture, like the Mark Zuckerbergs or the other people who create these different apps that we use day to day that are billion-dollar businesses now. Right? So that's what it is. That's the risk involved. You can talk about the what ifs all you want, but we just have to be patient and actively watch what happens. It could go either way. That's the 50-50 risk that comes with any business, any app you're investing in, any new technology right? People are saying the same thing with Bitcoin when it's just used on the black market as a medium exchange for drugs, weapons, and everything else. You know what I mean? None of that matters, damage. There's been plenty of credible people that have scammed people throughout the years and haven't gotten caught. Look at Bernie Madoff. What you guys are saying is fucking irrelevant. What you guys are saying is personal doubt and fear. I'm talking facts, logic, what we're reading in front of us. Look at guys like Bernie Madoff. You know who that is? Look how long that scam ran for. How many people trusted him? How much trust value he had, who he was as a person, a highly influential person, tons of education, all the banks and other people investing in him. And what did he do? It was all a Ponzi scheme. So trust me, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm telling you guys the good and the bad from the most objective point you're going to get, not from my opinion. You guys are talking from opinions. You guys are talking from your own personal fears. You know what I mean? I'm telling you guys the current stage this business is in, and that it can go either way. I'm telling you the good, the bad, and I'm telling you how I'm going to use the platform. Yeah, look at IML. Those founders are not in jail yet. Look at IML. Look at these different pyramid schemes. There's tons of active pyramid schemes, Herbalife shit. That's still very much active. So you can't just say because it started by good people that their intentions are going to stay good, or that it started by, you can't say that because it started by people for university graduates that their intentions are going to be pure or good. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Money changes people. These guys have collected $160 million. Maybe when they started this platform, they had visions of becoming $1 billion platform. But as soon as they collected this $150 million, maybe that money changes their mentality. They go, fuck this. Let's take this and do something else. We don't know. That's all human psychology. I'm not concerned with human psychology. Human psychology changes like the weather, changes based on emotions, changes based on money, emotions, person's personal life, family. I don't give a fuck about all that. I'm looking at it from a business and economic perspective. Risk versus reward. Well, you're saying this business will flop, but have you ever collected $160 million for any idea you had? Can I go to your Beats page and see if anybody's buying your Beats? Or do you have too many doubts with everything to execute on anything? Right? So whether you guys like it or not, you're saying this business will flop where they've already gained this much awareness to the fact that I'm doing a live stream on it and we're reading the white paper and they've collected $160 million in a couple of weeks. Just like any other startups that go through the fundraising phase, awareness phase. So what is flopping about this so far at this current point? What is flop so far? You guys are predicting a flop based on your own opinions and fears, right? Have you ever had a business that's made $1 million, $100,000? Probably not, right? These guys so far are already at this point with this much influence and awareness, and they already have $160 million. So you're talking from a point of opinion where where I'm talking from numbers. You know what I mean? Nobody's ever bought your Beats. You don't have a Beat business. You never raised $160 million. Nobody knows you exist. That's the reality of your situation. I'm talking about the reality of this situation. Right now, there's millions of investors involved. 160 million people have invested. This is their idea. This is their business proposal. That's what I'm reading. I don't think any scam can collect 160 million. That's why I don't see, how come you haven't raised 160 million professionally then? If any scam can do it, how come you haven't done it professionally? How come I haven't done it in the markets? Right? I know I'm hurting your feelings that you don't have a business, that you don't have anything, you have grown to this point, that you don't have any real world experience behind this, but I'm sorry to say that's the reality. I'm a nobody, you're a nobody. You're a fucking nobody, bro. You've never made $1 million. You have no fucking clue about this whole process, about starting a business and going through this to this point. You haven't even seen $1 million. You know what I mean? I've never made $1 million in the market or with any business yet either. I've made hundreds of thousands. I've never got to this point. No, I'm saying you're a fucking nobody. So what you're saying right now is absolutely irrelevant because you're not saying any facts. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you're a nobody. Nobody knows you exist. You've never done anything to this. You've never done anything to this degree. You've never submitted a business proposal or looked for investors. You've never taken that risk yourself. You've never developed anything. You're a nobody. Just like I'm a nobody. So we have to look at it from our nobody perspective. And look at it from a business perspective, from an economic perspective, not from an emotional or an opinionated perspective. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say this shit is a scam or it's a success yet. I'm not going to say either or. I'm going to look at it objectively. You didn't share any facts. I shared facts and have been sharing facts. You know what I mean? You're just mad that I gave you the reality that you're a nobody. You know what I mean? It sucks to hear. I'm a nobody. You're a nobody. It just sucks to hear, bro. I don't really care about opinions, emotions, and all that shit. I have never created a business and took a risk that developed into something where I've had enough awareness that millions of people have gotten involved or $160 million have been invested into it. So I can't speak from it. I haven't done it. I can't judge it or I can't speak from it. You know what I mean? Right? So when a nobody is judging somebody who is doing something that they haven't done, it's irrelevant because that person's, where is your expertise or opinion coming from? It's coming from nowhere. It's coming from fear. It's coming from doubt. It's coming from what you read in the past. It's coming from nobody. Yeah, if you're a nobody and you are trying to judge something that you have no experience in, that you have never experienced yourself, what you're saying is valueless and irrelevant. Like if I came here and said, "Hey guys, BitClout is a scam." If I came here and said, "Hey guys, if you guys see Mr. Ellie Beats, his music is a scam." That's just an opinion based on my emotions. I haven't actually experienced anything yet. I don't have any value behind it. It's just a guess. It's just based on my emotions. It's just me trying to be a hero. You know what I mean? Exactly. No, I'm always you guys have to understand this type of stuff in these discussions, they don't negatively impact me. I'm not like everybody else where words are gonna set me off or somebody's going to impact me based on something they said. I give the harsh reality. We're all nobodies here. Think from that perspective. You know what I mean? So think from that perspective. This guy's just angry that he got put on the spot to realize that he hasn't done anything with his life. That's the reality of it. That's it. He knows he'll never get to this point with a business. He knows he'll never be able to do this. So anybody who has that type of lack of personal accomplishment or that type of lack of objective viewpoint, they're not going to be able to see any type of opportunities. Everything's always going to be risky, you know? So, and I like talking about this stuff too because it's good to see people who actually can see opportunities and those who don't, you know? Yeah. All this guy does is fight. We're not fighting. Nobody's fighting. This is a live stream. I don't know if you can read. I don't know if you read the description, Craft Costanza. You might be fucking illiterate, but that's the description. No. We just had a discussion. We literally just had a discussion. We're literally viewing people's viewpoints and opinions on this. But I'm looking at the numbers and facts. You wanted to share your opinion. I read out your opinion. I accepted it. And then I told you back the facts. That's what a discussion is. I didn't bash you. How am I bashing you by saying the reality? Are you a millionaire? Can you prove that you're a millionaire? If you can't, then I didn't bash you. All I did was tell you the reality of your life. Sorry about that, bro. We had a discussion. I'm doing exactly what the description says. A lot of people can't have a direct discussion like this, you know? They get very offended. I know you got hurt because I called out your reality, but it's okay. Like, it's not, you don't have to take it personally, you know? All right, let's continue. All right, let's continue. So, unless anybody has other questions, I'm not assuming shit. Unless you can prove you have any wealth or any of that, you know you can't, bro. We know where you're sitting. Let's be real, man. Like, just stop lying to yourself. I hate people who lie to themselves. I hate people who are super soft. I hate people who are extremely emotional. I'm being direct with you guys. How come I can call myself a nobody and put myself in the same shoes as you, but you guys are getting so offended by if I say you guys are nobodies? Like, what the fuck? You guys think you're Elon Musk? You think you're someone special? You're not. How come I can say I'm a nobody and I'm explaining to you guys this objectively? How come you guys can't accept that as well? It's a reality. Stop being so pussy. Like, what the fuck? Right? All right, so let's look at the potential of how these creator coins can get benefited. Not the BitClout token, not the platform itself. The individual creator coins. All right, so these are what they want to start doing with this. All right, so creator coins. So we already discussed this at the start of the webinar, and we already understand that. We already discussed this as well. The monetization of clout and the monetization of clout and the monetization of influence. So they're trying to say that a person's creator coin value, a person's stock value should be directly correlated to their standing in society, their influence. If Elon Musk succeeds the first person on Mars, his coin price should theoretically go up. Theoretically. This is a bit misleading. This is a bit misleading for me. Because they're trying to say this is going to be like the stock market. His price should theoretically go up. No. All right? No. In my opinion, this is going to be just like the stock market. It's not going to be based on a certain set of standards. For example, theoretically, in the stock market, if a company is performing well, their stock price should go up. But that's not what dictates stock prices. We all know that, right? So this is a bit misleading. The price of a person's coin is not going to be directly correlated to just their social clout or just their accomplishments. It's going to be heavily manipulated based on tons of factors that we're talking about as per the risks, right? Various pump and dump schemes, manipulation by the whales or the heavy stakeholders in each coin, right? Any potential rumors. Just like we have rumors or news in the real world markets, right? So this is a bit misleading about the price should theoretically go up just directly based on accomplishments or social clout. That's not how the stock market works. That is for sure not how this market will work once it's fully live. It will have a ton of risks and manipulation involved by various parties, just like any financial market will. So what they're trying to say is if you believe in someone's potential, just like you could believe in a company's potential, you're going to buy their coin and succeed with them financially. And traders can day trade this stuff, buying and selling the ups and downs. This is very interesting now. So now, no longer is it just like a long-term investment. We can also see heavy fluctuations on day-to-day waves by potential scalping of influencer coins. We might start doing analysis in Capital Hungry on the Elon Musk coin. See if we could get any scalp trades on it. See if we can make a quick $1,000 and cash out once it's live. So that's very interesting. This is interesting for multiple reasons. One, this is gonna bring tons of different market participants. You are not just gonna have people now who are involved in social media. You're gonna have people who are involved in the financial markets coming to this new market, this new trading instrument. So it will bring a lot more attention as you're expanding past just the social media aspect of the space. You're entering the financial market space as well. All right, so let's see what else they're looking for that they want to integrate that is not active yet. They want to integrate it in the near future. Yeah, if Elon Musk says he has COVID or somebody, you know what I mean? Some, like, I don't want that, but if some big creator gets like cancer, you know what I mean? Like using Steve Jobs as an example. Imagine Steve Jobs' coin was going so high, then when he got cancer and passed away, like that's gonna impact. That's like that in an economic standpoint, that's like a business going bankrupt. You know what I mean? Obviously, no disrespect to anybody with health issues, cancer, or who has passed away, but I just mean from a business economic perspective, if you have an influencer who even gets killed like in a car, in some type of accident, you're gonna have bounty hunters, you're gonna have fucking extra security if this gets big enough, you know what I mean? Because you could have so many investors and a stakeholder who are invested in a person. So now that person's health is gonna matter. If some person gets killed in some, God forbid, crash, like Kobe Bryant. Kobe could have had such great consistent growth with his personal value, but look what happens with that accident or incident. This is going to be very interesting. If this goes like, you know what I mean? Because now you're directly correlating value to the human being itself. Yeah, it's just gonna be extremely volatile, extremely interesting. We're gonna have to be looking at these news feeds for like, you know what I mean? Elon Musk just got Elon Musk just got food poisoning from sushi. You know what I mean? Elon Musk just went to the gym 3 weeks in a row, health looking optimal. But you get what I'm saying. Anyways, let's continue. So this is something that they want to integrate in the very near future. Yo, anybody who's talking about negativity, like fucking arguing, bickering, get the fuck off my stream. If you can't be a grown adult and have discussions and talk to each other back and forth with a little bit of aggression and direct attitude, you're too pussy for me. Get off the stream. Go watch something else. YouTube's huge. Anybody who says like, oh, why are you talking? I'm not talking to trolls. Mr. MRLE Beats is not a troll. MRLE Beats is someone who had his own opinion and we had a discussion. That doesn't mean you should disrespect him or disrespect me. You guys are just too pussy to share your own opinions and have a discussion about it, alright? Not everybody is way too soft nowadays to have open discussions and be direct with each other and say it how it is. The ones who can and shrug it off and go on with their day, to me, those are real men, you could call them, or those are guys who got some backbone. You know what I mean? So take it easy, man. Take it easy. Oh man, why are you guys talking to trolls? Why are you talking to the chat? Why are you asking me why I'm talking to the chat? I'm interacting with the people who are watching the stream. So if anybody has any questions, you know what I mean? What do you mean, why am I talking to the chat? If I wanted to just upload a webinar, I wouldn't have done a live stream. I would just recorded a webinar and uploaded it. You guys are fucking retards, man. God damn it. Anyways, okay, let's go back to topic. Okay, let's focus on this now. This is something that they want to integrate in the near future, meaning it is not active right now. It is not active right now, but let's look at some of the ideas. A creator can make it so that only people who own a certain amount of their coin This is all. This is a good idea. This is a good idea. This is a good idea. It creates social status groups within the profile of an influencer. Yeah, UN, you actually can. I actually tried to create a profile for Michael Jackson, but it was already taken. I just wanted to be the owner of it, just in case people start investing in the Michael Jackson coin. I'll just be rich if it goes live. So I was trying to look at celebrities that didn't have profiles yet. I was trying to make it for them. But a lot of them are taken, man. People are ahead of the curve, trust me. But let's stay on topic here. I'll read the chat as I go, you know? So this is good. A great example is like you could have Elon Musk or some of these major guys doing like a ask me anything, or doing like a Q&A, or doing like a webinar. Or doing like a webinar just with people who are big stakeholders in their coin. Like a stakeholder meeting. You guys, the best way to visualize this, thing, like I told you guys 100 times right now, is like a social media stock market. Look at even the stakeholder meeting. Does everybody who, like, let's just say you guys own stocks for Amazon. Does everybody who owns a stock in Amazon get invested to the stakeholder meetings, or only the people who have a high market share in Amazon? You get what I'm saying? So I like how they're combining that ideology of the stakeholder meetings, of the more you own in that person's coin, the more benefits you get. The same way as like the more you would own in the more stocks you would earn in a certain company, you get higher chance of being invited to meetings. You get more benefits and rewards, dividends, whatever it may be, right? So this is not active yet. But if the platform does become active and fully live, this is a very good idea. This is sort of just continuing on that, where a famous person's inbox will be categorized by whoever owns their coin. So bitches are gonna take advantage of this shit. This is gonna be like a new OnlyFans. Or bitches are gonna merge their OnlyFans to this coin shit. You get what I mean? Where if there's a girl who has a coin and some simp is like the 80% holder, his messages are gonna go to the #1 spot in her inbox. That's the best example I can give. If there's some girl who posts private nudes on this profile, and you have to be a holder in her coin. And another thing is what I was Sankey. Sankey's always thinking how I'm thinking. He's from CAPITALHUNGRY, so I can understand why. That's also what I was thinking, is what about when there's live events? There's boxing matches, there's UFC fights, there's the Super Bowl going on. There's the NBA Finals. LeBron's coin might be going through the roof, or if they lose, it might dump. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be so much interconnected, and that can come from this. So if you guys read Sankey Pips, what he's talking about, that's a great example of just talking about as soon as you have these various real-world events that are tied to these celebrities, athletes, and influencers that can impact these social markets. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like, right now, this can go 50-50 as per a scam or as per the next billion-dollar social media platform. But the ideas they are bringing to the table about combining the financial market and social media space, I have not seen this anywhere yet. The ideas so far are very good. People who own a certain amount of creator coin get access to special content. Fucking OnlyFans base. This is also, these guys are literally combining OnlyFans, financial market trade. These guys are combining Instagram, OnlyFans, Patreon, GoFundMe, and the stock market so far from what I'm seeing. All right, so premium content for people, or they might do a monthly subscription based. Maybe the whole cap. And you know what I was thinking about, because I've already read this entire page, is that all of this is developed on an open BitClout node on blockchain. Meaning I could end up creating an entire Capital Hungry platform and moving the Capital Hungry private service to a blockchain BitClout node in the future, which is very interesting, and I'll show you guys that later for like about the open-end development and how you can create on the blockchain and expand platforms on top of this platform. It's actually very interesting. But let's continue, all right? This is a good idea as well. Imagine if a famous celebrity offered to have lunch with whoever held most of their coins. Imagine if they're going to offer 1,000 signed posters to their 1,000 largest coin holders. You know what I mean? The amount of volatility that's going to come from big game streamers, from real world sports events, from real world news events, from like social media impact. It's just crazy. This is going to be so volatile. It's very interesting though. It's an extremely interesting, very cool concept so far. You know what I mean? Have you guys seen that Black Mirror episode where like you scan people with your eye, like you wear a contact and you can see a person's social grading and you buy shit based on your social clout? This is literally what this is. This is like the starting steps of that Black Mirror episode, if you guys ever seen that. You guys ever seen that? No? Yeah? You guys know what I'm saying? Or you guys ever read about how China's doing the social grading? How they all have cameras and different lenses that can scan a person's income class, can scan a person's social grade, can scan their likability, their sociability, and all these different skill sets? LP by Tony said it right. They literally took "You Are the Product" to the next level. Yes, LP by Tony in the chat. They literally took "You Are the Product" to the next fucking level. Yeah, people had to be so fake just to keep up their social grading. You know what I mean? It is scary. It is scary. Fuck, bro. Oh no. That means I'm gonna be a fucking F. People are gonna be like, this fucking asshole calling us a pussy bitch every day. Roasting everybody, chirping everybody, calling everybody losers, calling everybody nobodies. Let's give this guy a 1. He's not gonna be able to live in this life. God damn, that means I gotta become a nice, quote unquote, nice person. You know what it is though? I'm gonna tell you guys straight to your face. I'm way more kind and nicer to you guys than any of your friends and family. Your friends and family and the people in your day-to-day lives, unless they try to bring value to your life, teach you lessons, or lead you on the right track, they're just being fake nice to you. They're just telling you whatever you want to hear. Same things with my friends, my family. They're gonna be courteously nice to you just in the mannerisms type of section. You know what I mean? But to me, true kindness is having someone who has your back. Someone who wants you to succeed. Someone who wants you to be better than you are. To me, that's true kindness. That's real respect for somebody, is being able to tell them and say, hey man, you're getting fat. As a friend, I don't want to see you overweight. I want to see you be as healthy as you can be. Take your fat ass in the gym. I see that as true kindness rather than somebody going, hey man, you look great as you are, as the person's gaining weight. I see that as very fake. But that's just my definition. Anyways, let's go back to the topic here. All right? Likes will be reimagined. Now it does cost a certain amount of money to actually like. All right, what is this? The emergent phenomena. What can happen when you give people the ability to speculate on a person's reputation? This is a potential risk. This is a 50-50 risk and reward. We don't know, like, you know how we're talking about the Black Mirror thing? And you know how we're talking about how people have to be fake? We don't know how this can actually grow. the creator tokens will be manipulated by the creator himself, but you will be able to, but the good thing about this is, Raul, is you can view this. So when you go to the creator coin here, one thing I have to tell you guys is even, you know how it says Elon Musk? I'm going to show you guys this right off the bat, all right? You know how it says Elon Musk has 43 coins held even though he's not actively on the profile? Every time other people are investing into the Elon Musk profile with a certain threshold point, he automatically gets a coin held. But the good thing about this manipulation is, Raul, is you're going to be able to see who are the big shareholders within an individual person's profile. Within the stock market, you can't view this. You can't view within Amazon who the whales are within Amazon. Obviously, you know like Elon. Obviously, you know like Bezos and maybe some other big boys. You know what I mean? But you can't see it in this sense. Here, you can see that within Elon Musk's coin, his creator coin has an individual price of $91,000 a coin for one coin, even though he's not actively on this profile yet. There has been a total of 13 million real world US dollars invested into the Elon Musk coin, with the total calculation equaling 438 coins in circulation. This math equals an entire market cap value of 40 million. Now, when you can see some of these individual users, some guys kept it private by just having a Bitcoin address, but some people have their name here, like this Happy Penguin guy who says he's a whale. You know what I mean? So you can actually see, when you go back to Elon Musk's page, the fuck, the shit froze. So you can actually see on Elon Musk's page who's holding how many coins and what their market share is. So if they ever want to increase it or dump it, there'll be a heavy change and manipulation in the price. That's the one cool thing. Like, for example, if these guys want to cash out their shares, people who own 0.1% of the, or 0.1 coin, they're not going to have as much of an impact on the coin price as someone up here who has 16.1 market value out of the 40 million market cap. If this guy was to cash out all of his Elon Musk creator coins, it would significantly drop the coin price. Do you understand? This is how the creator coins are generated. The equation for it. We're gonna dive into this deeper. I wonder who created Elon Musk account. That was preloaded Giorno. Giorno, if you want to rewatch this webinar, we discuss everything for you guys in detail. Okay. The creator coin supply curve. What is the actual math behind how the creator coin supply is created? Creator coins are naturally scarce. That's a good thing, with generally fewer than 100 to 1500 coins in existence for each profile. This is because the more people buy creator coins, the price of it goes up at a faster rate. This makes sense. As a coin increases in value, you will have a lower chance of people trying to buy the coin. Meaning, if a coin is $100 versus $15,000, there's a lot higher population of people who can afford the coin at $100 versus $15,000. So there is a natural scarcity created there as the price of the creator coin increases. You know what I mean? As the price of the creator coin increases in value, you actually have less potential people who can afford the coin. Meaning there won't be a massive increase in the number of coins in circulation. Okay, so that's a good balancing measure. It would take billions of dollars to even mint one more coin if you're getting at a high rate. You know what I mean? Like at the point Elon Musk is at, to increase the value of his coin, it's pretty hard to do now because one coin now equals $90,000. Is somebody gonna come in now buy 10 coins for $900K, $1 million? You know what I mean? It's difficult in that sense. right? There's gonna be, you know how, every person, influencers, creator, coin, you are going to have a chart. That's TradingView is gonna have charts for Elon Musk coin, where you're gonna be able to see the movements of the buying and selling day to day on each time frame. Trust me, if this gets big enough, you're gonna see charts to map out the price movement of the coin supply and demand, buying and selling, just like a stock, just like a currency. It's a social media stock market. They're even using the same protocols as Uniswap and Bancor in the terms of creating stocks and selling stocks. And this is the formula for determining the price of a creator coins is as follows. The creator coins are normally bought and sold with the BitClout cryptocurrency, but they use the dollar for an easier formula. So they just convert it back into US dollars, right? When you create a profile, there are initially 0 coins in existence, so the price will be 0. As soon as you create your profile and somebody buys into it, they will happily mint them out of thin air. This is no different than what our central banks are doing for the US dollar. They just create out of thin air. All right? So, the money used to buy coins gets locked in the profile, and on the flip side, when you want to sell the coins, the profile will happily buy them for you according to the curve, and then when you sell the coins, those coins get destroyed and pushes the price down and unlocks the money from the profile, while buying does the opposite. This is what they call an automated market maker. This is them creating their own buying and selling. Right now, they have their own quote-unquote liquidity provider behind the scenes that when you want to sell your shares in Elon Musk, you can sell your Elon Musk creator coin back to BitClout and then have that profit in BitClout. You cannot exchange BitClout back out to any other medium or exchange yet until it becomes an official token on a medium exchange. This makes sense, so there's a pretty much a balance here. As soon as a person's coin is at $80,000, you're going to be peaking out at 1,200 coins in circulation. Looks like there's a potential max of maybe 2,000 creator coins in circulation. This is just about reward. We already talked about all the rewards. This is what we want to talk about as well. This is very fucking interesting. And this is, I might expand the capital. If this gets big enough, I'm going to move the Capital Hungry platform. I'm going to be moving the Capital Hungry platform to BitClout node. This means that anybody can build apps on top of the BitClout data without the risk of being deplatformed because it's on a blockchain network. When you visit BitClout.com, you're using their node, but there's already dozens and dozens of nodes on the network run by people like us. In the long run, there will be likely hundreds or thousands of other nodes where you could get access to different types of content, create your own domains, etc., etc. You know what I mean? Just like a website, but on a blockchain node. Even better security, even more efficiency. So this is very interesting. BitClout is decentralizing social media in the same way Bitcoin decentralized the financial system. BitClout is literally, like I told you guys, combining Instagram, combining LinkedIn, combining the stock market, combining social media all together and monetizing this information, and also combining the crypto media, the crypto currency and blockchain space as well, right? Yeah, very interesting times. Very interesting times. Yeah, so we went through the whole white paper. I gave as much information as I could. Objectively, I told you guys the goods and the bads. I told you guys the risks and the rewards. I told you guys what we could potentially see it happening in the future, the goods and bads. I told you guys the current positioning of them as a business, how they are currently in the fundraising stage and the raising awareness stage. I told you guys everything I could, really. All right. Now I want you guys to go take this information as well as go do your own research and then make your own choice if you want to invest in this platform, open a profile on this platform, and by those means. I already made a platform just because I'm going to be using it as any other social media platform now. You know what I mean? I'm going to be using it as like Twitter, Instagram, because if it gets huge, oh shit, we got $111, the Capital Hungry coin. Because if this gets huge, besides the fact that my coin price can increase, I want to be ahead of the curve on the next social media platform so I can give more exposure to Capital Hungry, the business. That's why I'm using it. You know what I mean? I'm going to be using it and posting like live streams, news headlines, webinars, just shit like that, just like I do on Twitter or Telegram or anything else, just in case it does become the next big thing. And if it ends up becoming a scam, then I personally wasted $500. That's okay. That was my risk versus reward, and then I never see this website again. But it is looking very, very interesting with a lot of new ideas and new innovations that this platform is bringing to the table and connecting so many different industries. That is also a double-edged sword as well, where they're literally merging almost everything. So that has a lot of positives and can have a lot of downside risks on that as well, you know? But if there's no questions on this, then I'm going to save and upload this webinar. It was more of an informational. We had a few nice discussions as well. We went through the entire... We went through everything from dissecting the name to dissecting the sentences to how the coins work to how the value, the marketing tactics they're using, the information, the misleading information, the good information. We went through everything we could. You know what I mean? So thank you guys, and I will see you guys later. Make sure if anybody has any questions about BitClout, you know the best webinar to send them right now. You know what I mean? If anybody has questions, this is the best webinar to send them. It has no bias. It has no, like, me trying to sell something. It has a completely objective view from an economic and money-making standpoint. No, there's no registration cost. You just, like, if you want to invest it, honestly, before I found out you could cash out, I bought fucking Raja stupid coin. And then I bought, like, one other stupid coin, you know what I mean? But I'm still just going to stay in it. I'm going to use it as a social media platform. And if it continues to grow, like how we're talking about, this can literally be the next big wave. But that depends on the guys who are behind the platform now. If they're going to take the same steps as like Instagram, Tinder, you know what I mean? Instagram, Tinder, fucking Facebook, Twitter. If they take those same steps and really grow it into a $1 billion platform in business, this is going to be the next big thing. You know what I mean? It is. But if they want the quick money, it could be the next BitConnect. You guys remember BitConnect? It could be that next fucking scam. But let's watch how it develops, you know? So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all later.